Alright, greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Blazing Sword Hector Hard Mode. Today joining me we have Exalt and Ingo. Do you want to say hi?
Good to be here.
Sorry, your audio kind of went a bit thing for a second.
Sorry.
Okay, we have Lucina21.
Hello.
We have Spy Zario, sorry, Spy Zario.
Zario, it is an absolute honor to be here.
And we have, rounding us off, Vanguard.
Hello.
Okay, so...
Hello, yes, too, it is an honor.
Okay, so now that we know that we have to head to the Nabata Desert, we're heading out there to hopefully find the living legend. The only thing is that, of course, we can't go to this chapter without some sort of confrontation, and unlike last time, we get Fog of War involved because the devs really wanted to be dicks and remind us of Binding Blade.
Fuck this level!
No,
Yeah.
Next chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Next chapter.
This is just watch Pent destroy the chapter.
Yeah, here's the thing. Despite being hard mode and having Fog of War, unless the RNG decides to be an asshole, Pent's not gonna die. But you still need to try and rescue him if you want the sub-chapter, otherwise he's gonna take all the EXP.
Yeah.
In an unreal circumstance, I had... Last time I played this chapter, it was Aliwood hard mode, and Pent died twice.
Damn!
I reset twice, because Pent died twice. It was... both times it was 3 under 20% hits.
For God's sake. Best mage in the game, my ass!
Ninian, Aliwood, best ship.
Yeah, best ship in the game. They are absolutely adorable.
think
Though for this playthrough, it's going to be... Sorry, not Ninian. Eliwood and Ninian, because I've already done Eliwood and Ninian.
Yeah. I think that Pent scenario where he got hit by 320s, I think the game was attempting to be its parent.
Yes, it was attempting to be as Binding Blade as possible. All we're missing now is Sophia.
Yeah.
But we got Faye.
Yeah, we do get Faye.
I hope to God that didn't happen to you, Blazing.
No. Most of the hits for Pent were above 30%. He was just like, fuck all of you. Because here's the thing. If they attack him, they will die. Because he will double all of them, and he will do more than enough damage. You just gotta pray that he doesn't get killed.
Yeah.
That's reminiscent how in my current and first time playing through Radiant Dawn, my Timar freaking died.
How did Timar die? He's a goose king.
What the hell?
Oh, come on.
It was a killer bow, and it was 1% chance to hit, 12% chance to crit, and it happened.
Oh god.
I mean, I can understand if he was killed by a crossbow, because...
Yeah, fucking crossbows.
No, but it wasn't a crossbow. It was just it wasn't even a marksman. It was a sniper in Act 4.
Ouch.
The only way it would have made sense if suddenly Shinon turned sides and shot at Timon.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me because in my Path of Radiance playthrough, Tibarn was basically able to solo Ashnard.
Timon is pretty good against Ashnard as long as it isn't hard mode or maniac mode, because I think only Griffica is the only one that can really hurt him.
Yeah.
Well, that was on normal mode. I'm playing Path of Radiance hard mode right now.
Oh god.
Haven't unlocked Maniac yet. I don't know.
Well, Path of Radiance isn't very hard, so even hard mode isn't that big of a thing.
Yeah, but then you just get it's like a tidal wave of units that is Maniac mode.
Well, Maniac mode is one of those... It's very much like Lunatic plus Awakening, bullshit Emblem.
Yep.
Wait, are you talking like endless reinforcements?
It's more to do with endless not just endless reinforcements, ridiculous enemy levels, and some of them having the most bullshit skills ever.
Oh, bullshit skills. Okay. So are you going to be doing that as a playthrough, or are you just going to be doing Radiant Dawn in the 3 ways?
I'm doing Path of Radiance, I'll do normal mode, then I'll do hard mode later. Maniac mode, buy me a shit ton of alcohol and I'll get through it.
Oh.
By the way,
according to Ninian, someone there is under attack. I don't think they need your help.
Yeah, it's like someone's under attack. Nah, they'll be fine. How do you know? He's a pre-promoted mage and he's level 6. He's good.
Just insane.
I think Pent is in my top 3 favorite and just best pre-promote units you get mid and late game. The one I think is the best is easily Jafar, just because he has good growth rates on top of the fact that he's just amazing.
Well, he's also the first assassin, and he's one hell of a one. Are we talking about just for this game or pre-promotes in general?
Just of the games that I have. Played or seen. So none for Genealogy or Shadow Dragon or Mystery.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Pent's definitely one of my favorites let's establish, we're not talking about Jagans, we're talking about pre-promotes you get mid-game and later. Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah. Pent's definitely one of my favorites. Not counting the Face Royals, I also really like Percival's I think is really good. And I like Jafar. Sayri I like. And who else is pretty good? You know what? In Birthright, I like Scarlet.
Yeah, I really do. She's awesome.
She's one of the few Birthright units with a decent defense stat.
Yeah.
There's actually... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, can I just say that the archetype of these two axe units, the enemies, it's basically one of my least favorite. I just really don't like them.
Well, they're kind of creepy and silly. I mean, for what they do, they're meant to be joke enemies with running gag, but they are what they are.
I like them in Radiant Dawn because they changed it up and made them lagoons.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
That was hilarious. That was funny.
Yeah, well, in Fates they feel like out of nowhere.
Yeah, like in Kana's chapter in Fates, I think they both show up.
I don't remember that. I know they're in.
It was Kana's recruitment.
Yeah, I know they're in one of Anna's chapters in not Sacred Stones, Awakening.
Victor Efficient.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
one thing I would like to point out in general is that Blazing Sword is straight up my favorite game, of all time. And it's funny because I've only played this game first time about a year ago. Uh-huh. So it's mind-boggling to me that I can love a game that's on such an old handheld console so much, but honestly, I just do. It just does everything I love about Fire Emblem so right.
Yeah, some games just suit different people. I mean, Super Metroid is really old, and it's my second favorite game of all time. I absolutely love it. It's not to do with age, it's mostly just how good it is. And at the same time, some games can come along that you've only played them for a few months, and they can become your favorites. Two of the most recent games I've played have become easily top 10, top 15. Yeah, and that's what I get on Heath.
Heath is being blessed as hell.
Yeah, which is a good thing because I need a flying unit for this chapter. Doom and Bloodborne. Doom and Bloodborne.
Genealogy. How you doing today?
Yeah, Thracia. Yeah, how's Thracia doing?
Yeah, that's Thracia.
Yeah, Doom and Bloodborne. I've only played those games for a few months, less than a year. Two of my favorite games ever now because they're just that good.
Oh wow, yeah. I think my scenario where that happened was ever heard of the Legend of Heroes franchise?
No.
Okay, it's Ys 8 was announced for the Switch.
Yes.
It's by the same people that made Ys. But basically, Christmas, I just on a whim, I bought a Legend of Heroes game, Trails of Cold Steel, I think it is, and that very soon just became one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah. It's always good when a game, despite, you having a history and a certain set of standards, just blows you the fuck away.
Yeah. Other than Doom and Bloodborne, have you ever had any other games like that?
Yeah, well, one that I haven't played enough to make a full judgment, but Nier Automata's pretty good in that regard.
Yeah.
Alright, this one's kind of cheating because I'm familiar with the franchise, but Monster Hunter World is doing it because it's just
Christ.
Understandable.
Yeah,
I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but that game just looks so good that...
Oh yeah, actually, another one. It's not super new, but Xenoblade Chronicles has done it, because it's Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
And is there anything else as I've played recently? Oh, and Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. I played that, was fuck yeah!
Ooh.
I'm yet to get into the Castlevania franchise properly.
Well, also
Me
depends what
either.
you're more a fan of. If you prefer like classic side-scrolling actions, play like 1 to Rondo of Blood, and if you like Metroid-style games, Symphony of the Night onwards.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with Symphony of the Night when I do start. Yeah.
Isn't the original the one with all the Medusa heads? Because I know of that game. I've seen videos of people rage at those.
Yeah, the original does have Medusa heads, and so do the future games, but the original, despite being hard, it's classic. It's a classic.
Yeah.
But isn't the second one the a really bad one because it like takes forever?
Yeah, that one is where they start implementing more like RPG and Metroid type elements, but it's just not well thought out.
Christ, you're really pulling.
Yeah, well, Urk's champion in this. Urk's champ.
Well, and that brings up one of the reasons why this is my favorite. This is my favorite game in the Fire Emblem series.
Christ.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
You love yourself.
Yeah, only Dark Mage in every 7, bitches.
Is that the parity of the units in this game? I think is only matched by that would scare the living crap out of me in that way. Is the fact is like Awakening is better as far as like you can pick up almost any units you get, at least in normal mode, and make a team out of them, and they'll perform just fine.
Oh, so,
yeah.
So unit balancing. It is. Oh, this is where the series, in my opinion, started to get like really figure it out. It's not perfect because Nino exists and she is pretty bad. But generally, I think Blazing Sword you can build it like even on like Hector hard mode. If you really do try, you can build a pretty decent team even with like archers and stuff. But
Rebecca.
Yeah. Hey, it's possible. It's possible.
I've done it.
Motherfucker, I've done it. Yeah, but like unit balancing in Fire Emblem flip-flops. I thought Path of Radiance was pretty good. Sacred Stones was really good.
Yeah.
Radiant Dawn is the worst. But Awakening was pretty good, and Fates, not counting Revelations, was pretty good too. They are getting better at it.
Well, the thing with Revelations is that because you have so many characters, you can build the team that you want, but you're gonna have to do a crap ton of grinding.
Yeah, that's
because
the thing.
for example, if you want to use Effie, you get Effie at like what level 4 or level 6, but like halfway through the game.
Yeah,
like
and also, you know what's the funniest part? She's not even the worst of it. Niles, Perry, Laszlo, Odin. The four worst defenders.
All 4.
Yeah.
He just got the shortest straw.
Yeah, it's because they don't scale them properly. I think they're the same levels
No.
they are when you get them in their respective chapters, which is fine in their respective games, but that's because it was designed around it. This is not.
Yeah.
and it's funny because I actually like Revelations more than most people. Oh,
Yeah, me
he's
too.
here.
Yeah.
He's here.
I enjoy Revelations, though I am noticing more and more of its flaws. I just like.
Yeah.
I get why people hate it, but I get why people like it too.
That
I do like
I
having.
like it.
really just.
I prefer it to Birthright. I'll say that.
Okay.
Conquest, I've accepted as the best one, but there are just some scenarios in like chapters that I think that are actually pretty good and not too gimmicky. The only chapter that I really despise for its gimmicks is Stealth Mission 1, and that's because I've never actually put effort into it. Like the reward, I feel like isn't worth the amount of experience you get anyway.
Yeah, it isn't.
But beyond that, it's I actually really like the last 3 levels of Revelation.
I think Revelations had the best endgame.
Well,
Yes.
chapter 26, 27, and the endgame, because I consider the Gunter level part of the endgame personally.
Yes, so do I.
Because Garen is way too easy both times, and Anankos is actually a pretty good boss, final boss. Like I think it's one of the better ones.
Takumi's bullshit.
I'm gonna fire this laser beam.
Like I'm okay with screen nukes because like Ashira did it, but at least that boss fight at least it's not you're not being inundated with reinforcements on all sides.
Yeah, exactly. Ashira was the only aside from the spirit she summoned, even though there was only about 3 of them.
Yeah,
Ashira didn't have. You could just focus on fighting Ashira, whereas Takumi, you got to fight everyone. You got to fight everything along with the kitchen sink.
You've also got to fight the fantastically done inevitable end in Feeble.
Yeah, and Takumi also is one of the few enemy bosses that has the double guard thing.
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
I think I've shown a screenshot once of I think it was Ophelia with minus 160 from her total stats
Wow.
because the enfeebled guys just kept on hitting her.
Yeah. Minus 160. Why are you even here?
That's
talking because of
that's absolutely wild. Though, I think that in terms of final levels, though, my favorite in the series and my second favorite, like in games overall, is probably this game's last two levels. Because, well, okay, what I mean by that is Endgame Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
Because really, it's just the final boss on top of it. It's the second level, but I still love it. But the Endgame is just so good to me, just because I love how, like, the way you can't just steamroll it. You know what I mean? Like it takes your time. It's stressful, particularly Hector's version, where if you marry Hector and Lynn, like Lynn. Like there's a moment where Lynn mourns Hector's brother for him. Like there's like some pretty emotional moments there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too because it is one of the end games I think is actually kind of challenging. I like all the morphs coming back and the Dragon Final boss is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Because Fire Emblem end games I think are very hit and miss. Some of them either suck, some of them can be pretty good. I think Blazing Sword is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If it's hard to, because of Rebirth, you can't really. I mean, I haven't actually played it all myself yet. I'm in Act 4, but it's like there's some of them are really good. Like 2 and 3, I think are really good, and 5 is a Shira maybe. The others are kind of just okay.
Yeah, 1's alright, 4's boring, but yeah, 2 and 3 are my favorites. 2 because you're fighting off against the Black Knight, it's just a really good conclusion to Ike's arc, and 3 because it's just Dragon Central.
And I love that one.
Fucking Digitsia,
Well, it's nice to finally teach that old fossil lesson.
Yeah, but he puts up a fight for an old fossil.
He does. There's a reason why I've been maining Ileana for most of the game.
Yeah, because she can deal a fuck ton of damage to him with Rex.
Oh yeah. As terrible as lightning tomes are for most of the game, they really just absolutely annihilate everyone in that.
No, it's like Ileana's like throughout the majority of the game she's been not very good, and then she gets to that part, I've trained for this day.
You know, it's still amazing to me that my best unit that I've had in both Tellius games that I've played thus far is Nephany. Like Nephany did better than Jill in Path of Radiance. And my Jill was my second best unit, and Ike was my third.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me right.
I know objectively. Well, in Path of Radiance, Nephany's pretty bad. In Radiant Dawn, she's all right. But the thing is, in Path of Radiance, she usually turns out well for me. In Radiant Dawn, aside from once, she's always like has the highest heal count and turns out best for me. Though that's probably because I either A, get lucky, or B, because funny thing, in Radiant Dawn, if you give her transfer bonuses from Path of Radiance, her and Soph, I think, benefit the most from it, and it really does show. But Nephany did really well for me in Radiant Dawn on multiple playthroughs, except for the one time where Jill got RNG blessed on top of the fact that she's just a really good unit, and I was like, I was like speechless mostly through the game. Like I remember, by the time she reached the tower, I think Endgame 2, aside from defense and luck, or is it defense and HP, everything was capped.
Oh Christ!
Okay, that's amazing because that reminds me of my Har right now because my Har had almost all of his stats capped except magic when he promoted initially.
Yeah, but that's because he's Har. When is he going to use magic?
But so I was perfectly fine with it. I'm considering. I still have the imbue skill to give out, so I'm waiting till the end game to figure out how to do that one too.
Wait, is the imbue skills the one where based on your magic?
Oh Christ!
It's like renewal on steroids because it's the one. It's the one the Black Knight HP return.
Yeah, it's the one where you recover the amount of HP you recover HP that is equivalent to your magic stat, right?
Yeah. So I'm wondering if I want to give that to a unit that is a mage unit, or if I want to give it to a unit that high enough magic stats, but one that's already doing pretty well for itself.
You know what I recommend? One unit that really benefits me is Titania, because she has a pretty good magic stat starting out, and she makes for just a really good unit overall. So if you wanted to tank and heal, go for it. I usually give Titania.
Also, the weirdest RNG I've ever been happening to me in Radiant Dawn, and that is my Ileana capped strength.
No, that's not strange, because she does have a good strength growth.
Yeah.
For her things, it's not strange.
Is there anything I can use? Is there literally any skill that can help us?
Ooh!
I don't really know, unless someone tries to fight you point blank with a staff. I think I can't remember completely, but I think Radiant Dawn's constant weight system is a combination of strength and con, or is it just con? I can't remember.
I think it's just strength.
All right,
actually.
Oh, is it just strength? Well,
yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
Well, then in that case, it allows Ileana to carry the heavier tomes, which are most of the thunder tomes, without being weighed down too much. So having that strength can be useful.
Okay, so that makes me feel a little better about it.
Yeah. Sanaki is weighed down by Cymbeline due to Sanaki's absolutely pathetic strength.
Yeah, which is a shame, because I swear, Sanaki hits really fucking hard, but she ain't ever double.
Oh god, yeah.
She never doubles, I swear to god. And if she does, holy shit.
It's still an improvement over Micaiah, because my most painful experience I've ever had with Micaiah is when there was one time I was doing 3-6. She got 3 levels, got speed in all of them, and then I had to reset because Zoth died. Then she got and then she didn't get any speed at all when I beat it. The next day.
You know what? That happened to me recently. It made me rage quit Conquest. All right, this is what happened. Camilla got a perfect level up, as in everything went up. And all the other units getting really good level ups. We're at the end. It's chapter 23. We're at the end. We're fighting Takumi. Takumi's on 10 HP. Leo goes in with 85% chance to hit, and Takumi has like a 41% chance to hit and an 11% crit. Leo misses. Takumi, Ren Heaven, critical, kills Leo. I literally screamed at the top of my voice, turned off the game, put it back in the cartridge, and said, "No, I ain't fucking playing you anymore."
You Dorian scum!
That happened on Echoes recently, and
she got speed.
I know it's not exactly comparable because Echoes you've got the
turn wheel, unless Celica dies.
Yeah. That's happened several times in Thebes, and god, no. But I think it was against Bison, and
Bison.
there's a boss character called Bison.
Yes.
That's
M Bison.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. I think it was I think it was Tobin going up against him because this runner just decided, hey, let's make Tobin a mercenary. And Tobin and I gave him what's the Levin sword thing? The lightning sword.
Yeah.
And he critted with the lightning sword, nearly killing him, and then Bison was just like, "Ha, no, crit back."
Oh, fuck you.
On a 3%.
Yeah, well, with Echoes, the RNG's always been weird in Echoes, just,
Yeah.
That they make for funny stories, but we also die a little inside every time it happens.
Oh, God.
90% can miss.
And if Heath suddenly really liked Binding Blade, or he wishes he was a Wyvern in Binding Blade.
He wishes
sorry, you'll never reach my lady levels of greatness.
No, to be fair, Heath, at least on normal mode, you're better than Zeiss.
Yeah.
On normal mode only, though.
Yeah, Zeiss is a god on hard mode.
This is fucking hard mode bonuses. Like, 19 strength at level 7 Wyvern with a 60% strength growth? Fuck yeah!
Wow. Yeah, that's wild to me.
Yeah.
I would say that, my favorite Wyvern unit of all time is easily Jill, because in Path of Radiance, her character never... in Radiant Dawn, I was a little disappointed that she's not as OP, but I accepted it.
Actually, I think objectively she's better in Radiant Dawn. I think.
Possibly.
Well,
either way, she's amazing.
Maybe I'm getting RNG screwed. Maybe I'm getting RNG screwed or something, but her strength stat's a little left to be desired.
Yeah, when you originally get her, she's not as good, but then then you get to then you get to part 4 and you realize, oh god, what have I done?
Jill has the best time to
unit.
grow, so if you can train her up really well in the Dawn Brigade part, also she's one of the most useful Dawn Brigade units, just being, with a unit, flying, good stats and all that jazz. If you can train her up good there, then holy shit will she be useful from then on out.
Oh, first playthrough, I lost her.
Ooh.
Oh,
Do you know what happens if I think it's Mordecai and Lith get in her range?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened, and I didn't know that could happen.
The worst thing that ever happened. This is a rookie Radiant Dawn mistake because I didn't know that I would be playing as the Dawn Brigade again after 3-6. So I used hard to recruit Jill to the Grell Mercenaries.
Oh, right.
I should not have done that because, it was great having Jill and Hard get in their support level up early. However, the fact that I didn't have Jill in 3.12 or 3.13 was really pissing me off.
Yeah, to be fair, here's the thing, I do that in Radiant Dawn 2 because I want to have, Xerox and Jill over, but when I get to those chapters, I'm just like, I'm literally trying to hold off an army with Edward, Nolan, Aaron, Micaiah, and Soph, and no one else. It's 5 people.
I'll make sure not to make the same mistake.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm considering, every time I do it, I'm thinking, don't send them over, but I end up doing it anyway.
Okay, I would like to point out that your Florina is doing really well for herself.
Yeah.
She's reminding me of Fiona right now.
Oh, right. Who are you using that body ring on?
I think I use it on Florina, because I think her con's only 4.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, Pegasus Knight's are the best people for, in my opinion, for body rings, because that really weighs them down. Well, or loot.
Yeah, well, Pegasus Knights, because carry people, not get weighed down by weapons and all that jazz. But, also, even though you noticed, what's her face? Sarah already promoted. She was only level 16. Florina's the first unit to reach level 20, then promote.
Oh, Christ.
Nice.
And, well, that makes sense, though, because for a healer, sometimes that if they cap a stat early, you just gotta... Sometimes you just gotta go, especially in an experience-laden thing like hard mode, where there's not
lack
much
of experience, More so,
thing
collecting all
is-
the treasure.
Oh, yeah.
First.
I've never actually found all the treasure before, so that's one thing whenever you play on
Me neither. I didn't use Matthew.
Yeah, I just use, whenever it's treasure, just use a guide. Actually, one thing that I've noticed with Radiant Dawn, if you use because in every map, or at least I think in every map, there's certain locations where you can find special things like olivine grass or elixirs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find some bonus items really early in Radiant Dawn, they can give you a really good level up. One up in later chapters, I'll give you an example. Oh, go on.
Oh!
Everyone who has played through loves Fire Emblem 4, because in one of the chapters you can find Beast Foe for the Dawn Brigade, which makes chapter 3, part 3, absolute piss.
Because I used Beast Foe on Jill for 3-6, and she was just killing everyone.
It's
and
ideal
that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, she could just fly over, kill them, fly back.
That's what I did. That's how I beat 3-4 without just relying on the Black Knight killing everyone.
Yeah. That or sometimes if he gets good level ups, I'll give it to Aaron, because if Aaron gets good level ups, he's a really good tank against the Lagoose, if he gets good level ups.
Okay. I have a quick story though. My best Fire Emblem moment. It was endgame of Awakening. Lucina was going up to Grima to chip him down so I can kill him, so I can finish him with Crom and Robin. She shows up. She has a high crit rate. She has a crit rate of 12, and Grima has a crit rate of 1, and she doubles. First time she just hits him, then Grima crits her and does his despair quit pro, and then she's left with 2 HP. She triggers Astra, yells "Hope will never die," crits the soul, then crits the Luna and Oko's him.
Nice. That
is my candid version of that fight.
Despite RNG, Hope will never die.
Okay, so anyway, that's it for this part. Thank you all very much for joining me.
Very great indeed.
Awesome.
This was a ton of fun.
I'm glad.
No, this was absolutely awesome.
Not for Nabata, that's worse.
Yeah, but anyway, so next time we join, we're going to be tackling what is... if you thought Battle Before Dawn was bad, on hard mode, this chapter could go fuck itself up the arse because I hated it. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.